These are the premium products. This is 1974 combo, which is £1,400.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, say again the model again of this?
1974 combo.
It's a little it's the 18-watt 1 with 12 combo.
This one is
Lovely. You're going to get a chance to try one.
a JTM 45, and these again all hand wired.
So this is similar to number 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the museum upstairs, you know, we looked at
Yeah,
number 1.
the number 1.
So that's the 4. Number 1 is that. This is what came out from number 1.
Oh yeah, JTM 45.
And you can see when you look to the hand wiring in that original one up there.
Yeah.
This is how it still is today.
It's not changed.
It's not really changed. There isn't obviously. I suppose
This one's got a printed circuit board in it as opposed to a tag board.
Yeah.
So this is slightly quicker to make, but it's still hand wired.
And it's cheaper, and also it's cheaper.
You see, that's loaded by a machine, whereas that's loaded by hand.
Oh, so you do have electronics done by machines.
Yeah.
If we move
this product here, this JTM 45 was totally hand wired like that, you'd put another 500 £500 on it easily. I mean, this, labour costs. It costs a lot of money because of the labour.
Sound-wise, seriously. I mean, compare one to the other. Does the hand wire justify also the extra?
You're also getting a very individual amp. But if you come through into the main electron,
but not everyone is bothered about hand wired or not hand wired. You know, many people just have price.
So is that 18-watt one that you showed me? Is it like to compete with the small lunchbox stuff, or no? Not really.
No.
It's an old.
Actually allowed for that.
All right, because
we do something called the Class 5.
All right.
This is a Class 5 line here.
Right.
Now the concept behind this, obviously, is to produce a whole amplifier onto a circuit board. So the amount of human involvement in producing this circuit board is greatly reduced. The only things that humans would have fitted would be these large components here. Everything else has been fitted by machine. Yeah, and there's 2 products actually sat on that pallet. So most of that is automated, and all the soldering underneath is all done automatically as well. Yeah, so that pushes the costs right down. And then from a point of view manufacturing, we've got these self-balancing lines where you can have up to sort of 6 stations or 8 stations, depending on how fast you want it to move. So these 3 guys, they'll get through like 60 to 100 units a day, depending on how many people they can put into the line.
Yeah.
But it's kept as simple as possible. The transformer drops in, you push the wires through, screw it down, all the tools, all the components are sort of fed.
So, actually, this might sound like a silly question. Does your products are produced based on demand or orders only? Or it depends on the product?
It's really, sometimes we'll stop. But generally it's to order.
I'm pretty sure like there might be like lines like for instance like the head that I've ordered.
Make fairly quickly. If we run out of these Class 5s, it isn't going to be long before we're making them again.
Well, this job started yesterday. This is a job of 50 for America.
Yeah.
Started yesterday, and they will be in a container by next Friday.
Yeah.
And they'll be in America 8 days after that. Within 3 weeks, from raw materials to finished product delivered to the market. And like I said, they need to go in faster than 4 more people into the stations. And of course it then goes up.
What's the is there like a busiest time of the year for production?
It dips in the summer. That's all. Apart from that, we tend to be full on all the time. Literally July, August, we have a dip.
There's also holidays as well. People are having holidays and stuff.
But these little amps will, the volume will go up coming up to holiday periods. So these 50 that they're doing this week are to get to the Guitar Centre in America by Christmas.
I miss Guitar Center. I used to live in Boston.
All right.
No, so I miss that kind of, you know, chain of stores. You know, I know here they have, you know, a few Dawsons and.
It's tough in the UK. There's a lot of shops have closed in the last few years. In London, especially.
I think I might be wrong, but it might be having to do with the whole online purchasing. I think people are just going.
You are right. People are
just going through you know, the hassle-free, just playing online.
The internet's okay.
But yeah,
I do it backwards here. These machines over here are all auto insertion machines, and auto insertion machines. I'll get to them when I get to them. But this machine here is an automatic wave soldering machine. So when we put all the resistors and capacitors and the odd form components like switches and large capacitors and jack sockets, they actually come up into this machine, and there's that's a big
like
vat. Yeah, that's a big vat of molten tin.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And that's got a pump underneath, so that molten metal has been sort of pushed up and rotating underneath the board. So as the board goes under, all the component legs are sticking through the board, and then the molten solders all the components.
It must be really precise to get the same like level.
You have to sort of float it over at the right thing. And then watch this, the other thing. When it drops out of here, it's got fans underneath that pull it down. And then what we do is a quick visual inspection, because obviously it's not going to, it can't do it perfectly every time. It doesn't, you know, what they do is they just check through, make sure there's no joints that got missed. Then she'll put it back here, and then under here is a computer that's going to test every network.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it checks all from the jack socket to the output socket. You know, checks that everything's.
And that's 100% accurate in finding
every time.
Error.
Yeah, and it will throw up if there's a fault. It will sort of spit the board out and print a ticket that says this component, this network is wrong. Slides into there. And then these pins underneath.
Nice.
And they go on all the joints underneath. And then we can put in like holders into them, and it will just sort of stack more into holders. So at the moment it's just feeding out. But you can actually put a carousel in there, and it will just stuff all the boards in there.
Do you know by heart the what board is that for going to?
That could be the JVM power board, I think.
JVM, which one? Sorry?
JVM power board, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, JVM 410.
Oh, they do put the model on it. 410. I was thinking of getting that one actually.
That's a good amp.
Yeah. It's very, very, let's say, diverse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. The thing is, you get all those 12 channels.
Yeah.
I probably end up using 3 of them.
That's the thing. That's one of the things I realized. I just want to go to something simpler. I mean, not that the JSM. Yeah.
I'll show you these.
Right. Bye-bye.
What we do is we load on reels of resistors and capacitors, what they call axial. So they're like an axle.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So there's all these little bits coming like this.
And these are what we call heads. So in there you've got resistors, little resistors there. What these machines will do, as they